Oh yeah, we're doing this. Hello everyone, my name is Anthem of the Sirens, and welcome to an anime review on the internet. Today I am going to be reviewing The Promised Neverland. The Promised Neverland is about these kids who live in an orphanage that has completely been isolated from society, and our protagonists are three children, Emma, Ray, and Norman. These three kids discover a dark secret about the orphanage they've been living in. It's run by demons, and it kills children in order to use them as food later on. After this dark discovery, our three protagonists come to the most logical conclusion. Prison riot! They formulate an escape plan. Dang it! When I first watched The Promised Neverland, it gave me this little vibe like I'm watching a Tim Burton movie, with the little children going up against a big evil and being watched over by mother and somewhat. And to further add to this aesthetic I'm trying to argue for, not that I think it's a bold choice or anything, but the children are wearing white shirts, white pants, and brown shoes that almost look like asylum patients. And they also got tattoos on their necks, which could go into dark places if I really want to go there, but I'm not really in the mood to. One thing I like to know about The Promised Neverland is that it's kind of like Death Note, in which the antagonist and protagonist play an outwit and outsmart kind of game of life or death. How, you may ask? Isabella, the mother who runs the orphanage, is fully aware that the three children know the dark secret that the orphanage is hiding, and logically assumes that the children are trying to escape. She's not going to kill them instantly the moment she sees them. She's going to try and prevent them from escaping, and then ship them off when their day comes. The whole plot of the anime revolves around Emma, Ray, and Norman trying to formulate a plan and get around Mom. I'm not trying to ruin anything here, but one example of this is how all the three kids are using a game of tag to physically train all the other kids, because Emma wants all the kids to escape the orphanage. Now, even though The Promised Neverland has any real battles per se, it has the feeling of a battle, and I like to call this non-battle anime. Now, I know what you're all thinking. Nick, didn't Super Eye Patch Wolf just coin this term? Yes, he did. And the reason why I'm using this term right now, without his permission, is to hopefully get it off the ground and make it an official term. Even though I'm a complete nobody, I'm pretty sure Super Eye Patch Wolf needs all the help he can get, even though he's probably a big YouTuber and doesn't really care about getting a term coined. But hey, I thought it was pretty clever, and let's just move on. Now, other examples of the non-battle anime, as discussed in Super Eye Patch Wolf's video, include the aforementioned Death Note and Love is War, and this show, to an extent, is also some non-battle anime. To further emphasize that one Death Note comparison I made earlier, the three main leads are actually pretty smart, and so is the antagonist. You don't actually hear their thoughts and all their narrations. They're just kind of in their own separate groups going, hey, you think Mom will catch us doing this? I don't know, man. I think she probably will. Well, what I was thinking is that we could do this. You know, stuff like that. And for the antagonist, they just kind of make some observations and maybe get a little suspicious and go, And so the anime, you don't really hear the characters' thoughts, but you can tell they're trying to analyze what's going on and whatnot. The Promised Neverland is a big fan of tell, don't show. And normally, from my knowledge, that's supposed to be a bad thing, because the most effective way of storytelling is show, don't tell. But here's the thing. Now, bear with me on this. The Promised Neverland makes it work. Throughout the show, we're told little details of what the outside world is like from the perspective of other characters. And through these details, it's up to us, the viewer, to try and piece together what this outside world could be. Could it be that the humans are ruled in a dystopian land and the aliens are ruling over them, or something like that? Is it like that? I don't know, and I don't really want to spoil it either, because I'm pretty sure all these questions will be answered in the second season, which, thank goodness, it is getting. So, but on the subject of details, the alien creature, or otherworldly beings, whatever you want to call them, in the second or third episode, they bring up this thing called the Great One. Now, do we get to see what this Great One looks like, or do they tell us more about it? No, we just know it's kind of like a thing. It's a thing that happens to rule it all. Could it be Cthulhu? I don't know. Like, the show is setting up a lot of questions. Because keep in mind, this is the first season, and I'm slowly judging this on the first season alone. I do like the character designs of The Promised Neverland, even if they are a little basic. The alien creatures, from what we get to see, do look very otherworldly and somewhat Lovecraftian-like, I would say, because they came like from more of a other dimension from beyond, as opposed to just regular space aliens, which I do appreciate. Now, the children, the design for them is pretty basic, but you can still tell what their personalities are through the color of their hair and the face. Emma is the optimist of the group, so therefore her hair is like curly and bright, and her eyes are a lot more circular, and you can just tell she's very happy-go-lucky. Norman, he is the realist and smartest of the group, and therefore he looks more casual and relaxed, like he's about to beat you in a game of chess. And now Ray, he is the pessimist, so it's only natural that he has to look like Sasuke Uchiha from Naruto. I want to reflect back on my first impressions real quick, because when I first watched this show, I was watching it with some friends, and at the end of the first episode, we were absolutely shocked to see what happened, and we all just simply said to everyone that we've come across, this is not a happy show. Now, was this show disturbing as we said it was? Yes, but actually no. The first episode, it definitely delivers a shock. You're still going to be like, whoa, they're actually doing this. Oh, holy crap, whoa. And you'll just be very, very shocked because children getting murdered and eaten. That's definitely disturbing unless, you're a frequent visitor of r/watch people die. But as I said before, the show itself, it's not entirely disturbing because after that first episode, the rest of the show is just them plotting and planning an escape plan. However, there's still that dread of your day coming and being shipped off and killed. So with that in mind, The Promised Neverland is still able to keep up its intensity. The soundtrack of The Promised Neverland, it's pretty decent. It does its job. It sets the mood and everything. It doesn't really stand out. There were no particular tracks I could really think of or have going in my head like, oh yeah, this is a song where this thing happens and everything. It's pretty typical. It's not bad, but for what it does, it definitely does its job. There isn't much of the soundtrack, but it definitely sets the mood and atmosphere very well. So in conclusion, while The Promised Neverland isn't really anything special, it's still a pretty good show. It hits all the right notes, it has a good story to keep you going, and has a very good intrigue of what the story and lore are. It's not something I'd put in my favorites, or have like a yearly favorite or anything, and because I don't really keep up with a lot of anime this year, if I'm being honest. But nonetheless, I would definitely still recommend it if you're looking for something new, or are in for a little dark fantasy anime. My final rating for The Promised Neverland is 3.5 Nicks out of 5. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, leave a thumbs up. If you disliked it, dislike it. Comment down below if you personally like the show or something or want to discuss it or whatever. If you are a returning subscriber, assuming you're still alive and haven't unsubbed from my channel yet, let me just say thank you so much for being patient and sticking with me despite the long hiatus. 2019's just been a really rough year for me, and I've hit a really tough patch in my life. I would have made a whole update video about it, but I don't want to become that one channel that's just releasing update videos saying, oh, I'm not making my usual content. I definitely wanted to change up my content a little bit, and I'm currently experimenting and trying something new, so this video might have a lot of mistakes, because you can definitely see the light reflecting my eye. Yeah, we see you right there, light. I just wanted to try something new because I was not really enjoying the old format I was doing before I did this one, and so I just figured, you know what, let's mix it up. We got to do something new. And if you're a new subscriber and you like what I'm doing right now, just be sure to stick around, subscribe or whatever, because I'm definitely gonna try doing some stuff like this. This intro has probably gone off a lot before. I could have just said, like, comment, subscribe, etc. But I've definitely have been offline for a while, and this is just how I'm gonna be coming back. But yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like the video or dislike it if you disliked it. Comment down below if you want to see more videos. Please subscribe. And apparently I have to talk about the notification bell because apparently that's a big freaking trend nowadays. But yeah, that's about it. Here's a little outro I made.